November 4th. We're down here in the reduction zone today. Nice chilly morning. Seems like deer were moving quite a bit last night. It's about 7:15 right now. We have a southwest wind. It's pretty calm right now though, just a slight breeze. I kind of moved back further towards the bedding today. Didn't get all the way back in, but there's this small ridge top that it seems like a lot of deer move on. Got some scrapes down in front of me about 20 yards. That look like they've been getting hit pretty hard. Braden's over after the wide buck, or another nice buck over at Cook's today. So we're gonna sit in here for a few hours, probably till 11 or so, depending on what we're seeing. I did put one camera out here, and that big tent from last year I think showed up. And then there's another decent 9-pointer that maybe shoot, since it's the reduction zone tag. So got a beautiful morning. Thanks for joining along. It's 9:15. I actually got down and moved about 200 yards to the west. I wasn't seeing much where I was at. I saw one small buck was all. I want to push back in here closer to this thicker bedding. Hoping maybe I can just catch something moving and call to it through here. It didn't sound like there was a lot of chasing or anything going on, unfortunately. So Braden said he's been seeing and hearing some chasing over by him, but he's gonna hang in here for another hour and a half or so. Hopefully get something cruising by. All right, just before 11 o'clock here on November 4th, northern Indiana. And came in this morning with high hopes. And let's just say, rough. 3 deer, I think 2 of them were the same, possibly. On to the next hunt. Might hunt again Thursday. Next week looks really good. We're having a huge temperature drop on Monday, it looks like, which I think's the 10th and the 11th. So early next week looks awesome. But still try to get out later this week. Good luck to you guys that are actually seeing deer. Guys, it's 1:40. I got home and then I got pictures of this wide buck over at this other property where Braden was hunting this morning. And I have the right wind for it, so I just decided I was gonna run over here real quick. I only have a couple hours I can hunt. But he was on his feet probably 30 minutes ago. So I'm gonna sneak down into this corner and set up real quick where I set up the other day and try to call and see if I can't get him to come in. But I've got the right wind for it. It's kind of risky, but just gonna see if we don't have a chance since we know he's not with the doe yet. All right, I'm set up in here with the south wind, which is blowing back this way out over this cut cornfield. Going right back there. That buck I saw on camera is out across from me, probably a couple hundred yards. I actually think, based on the pictures, I might be playing too conservative. I'm guessing he has a doe holed up in there because there's this little buck that I got going in and coming out and then going back in and coming back out within a really short amount of time. So my guess is he has a doe holed up in there. So I'm gonna try some calling just in case he doesn't. But if he doesn't come in an hour, I might get down and try to sneak closer and kind of get aggressive and see if I can't get him to pop out, probably on the ground, to try to get a shot. All right, I've decided to try to get down and get aggressive. I've only got a couple hours, so I'm gonna tear everything down. Squirrel. I'm gonna tear everything down. I'm probably gonna take off the boots and try to skirt through all this thick stuff out here in front of me and get on the edge of it. Probably try to get 150 yards closer to where I last saw him. Try to smack on some brush and do some calling and stuff. See if we can't get him to step out. All right, I'm in here pretty close to where he was earlier. Over in that opening over there is where I had him on camera. I think he keeps going back into that thicket. I'm gonna try to get right in there behind that little bush and just do some aggressive calling. See if I can get him to pop out. All right, we got in here clean. Got good come a deadfall behind me. And then got this brush right here in front of me. Got the camera arm set up. This is actually a pretty good setup. Wind's in my favor. I think he's out in front of me, probably bedded in there with a doe, if I have to guess. We're about to find out. That was the wide buck. He's right over there. He came out and he was looking my way. That small buck just walked right past, probably where he has that toe hold up. He's actually off to my right. But he just went in and started slamming some trees. If he pops out into this opening, we might be in business. But last time he came across on the other side of that thicket. And my phone is about to die, so that's not good.